Right, so we're pulling up, I think. Just a few hundred meters. So I've been on the road for about 4 hours. I had a brief stop, but I think I need to get some food into me. I am starving. All right, so I'm just going to find a fuel station. There's a high school. All right. Wow, they don't have any grass on their football field. That's interesting. Okay, so I think it's over the other side of town. Okay, well, I just thought my bike died. Turns out I'm an idiot. I just forgot to change it to first gear. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. Where is this fuel? Looking for one of those just Bowsers that you can pay with your card up. Ah, there it is. Alright, let's get some fuel. I just filled up. Got 33 litres in this bad boy in the Safari, and then I've got another 10 litres of Jerry. About 600 k's the next fuel stop. If I make it where I want to make it tonight, that should be mean I have about 400 k's tomorrow to do to get my bucket fuel. So still a lot on today. It's looking like I might pull in the can in dark, so don't want to do that, so I'm going to really get a move on. The place we're heading to town tonight is a place called MT Elvire, I'm not sure how you say it. I looked at a map and I saw it and I thought, you know what, I want to see what's out there. I have seen a couple of videos of people travelling out there, but I myself have never travelled there, so that's our plan today. We're going to head to there, we're going to have a look at the old station property and camp there for tonight, so it should be good. Had a bit of an issue with my handlebars. I don't know why, but for some reason everything was all loose. So I had to readjust my handlebars and everything, and it's still not quite right. So it feels like, yeah, it definitely feels like the bars are not straight. So I might try and sort that out tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, we'll see. But other than that, the bike's been going along. I just did that trip from Perth to where I just got fuel, and I used about 4.9 litres per 100, which is pretty good, which is slightly better than the bike was previously getting. I have messed around with the carb a little bit. It seems to be working really well, so I'll take that. So it should give me plenty of range. Theoretically, the Safari tank with those fuel economy should get me where I need to go. It should be 600, but I'm not 100% on that. I'm not sure, and I don't want to have that fuel anxiety, because I've been in situations before where I've nearly run out of fuel in the middle of nowhere, and it's still good. So try to avoid that as much as possible. But yeah, it's hasn't warmed up at all. It's still cold, but yeah, look, it's all right. It is what it is. So I keeping on and try and get these K's ticked away. I've got about 298 kilometers left for the day, so I'm going to try and get that ticked off. Just pulling in the bullfinch. Not much here, to be honest. No fuel, no food. Basically, you've got some few houses, a campground. Not a lot here. I'm going to check it out though. Just haven't been looking around, but yeah, it's one of those you know, towns that they're involved in farming, but they kind of just have died over the years. Oh, a quick look around. There's a caravan park here, so kind of a quick look. But yeah, it's just one of those outback WA towns. Oh, tennis court. What else is around there? That's the primary school. Finch Caravan Park, eh? Not what I'd call a caravan park, but yeah, wow, okay. Oh, it's not like a... It's like a, oh, it's like an actual little caravan park. Not free. Interesting. Well, I guess I'm not getting a cheeseburger. Really interesting. I mean, well, I wonder what it's like living out here. Like, there's just nothing here. There's reception though, so I might stop and send a few text messages. Just leaving the thriving metropolis of Bullfinch. There's really nothing here. Plus, you've got mobile reception in the middle of nowhere. No one really lives here. No shops. I mean, you've got something crossed down the road, but yeah, nothing around here. Interesting. So, should be on the dirt soon, and we'll head to the campsite. Look, if I I don't know if I'll make it to where I want to stay, but there'll be plenty of options for camping along the way, I suppose. Alright, let's see if these roads are open. Alright, so looks like everything is all good. I was worried that with all the rain we've had recently that there might be some issues with road closures, but looks like it's good. I was hoping that I didn't have to worry about turning back, because that would suck. I've only got a few hours of sunlight left. Ideally I want to get to the campsite while there's still a sun in the sky, but we'll see. We've made that mistake before, so keep carrying on, and I guess when I get to the king I'll turn the camera back on. Alright, this is the road. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, it's a bit torn up. It's solid though. It's sandy. It's okay, we've ridden in these conditions before. That's not too bad. Yeah, this is definitely... So someone's come through here when it's been pretty wet, so... The seats have dried, which is good, but we're probably going to have some snotty sections. That feels pretty good. I just got to watch out. I believe there's some sandy sections, but this is pretty good. The only weird thing is because I've got that jerry can behind my back, I'm sitting way further forward, so I'm not normally sitting in this position. So that seems right. Take it easy, don't go too fast. Interesting. Well, I might have spoken too soon about the track conditions. Alright, I wasn't expecting this. So the problem is I don't know how soft it is over here. Cool. I don't want to go get stuck where it's soft, that's the only thing, so oh, it's not too bad actually. I probably could have gone through it, but if I fall over out here, oh, that was soft. Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid. God, Jesus. Alright, well, that wasn't too terrible to navigate. The good thing is the rain has kind of stopped for the next 5-6 days. So stuff like that, that's not too bad, you can get through it, but anything that's like flowing or anything that's a bit harder than that, I might have a bit of trouble getting through, to be honest. So it's been pretty good up until this point. It's a bit shit. So I decided to just slow it right down, because like that, if you hit the edge of it trying to get out of the wheel thing, it'll push it'll push your wheel out of the way and you'll crash. So yeah, apart from that, it's been pretty chill. Looks like I should make it to the campsite by sundown. Oh, maybe not. Oh, so this is just all chewed up. Like, I don't know who's been through here, but they've pretty much just, yeah, this is just not great. So I think I just don't really want to hit this sort of stuff at speed. The wheel ruts dry, and then they end up having these steep walls, so you kind of have to follow the wheel track as best you can, because I just don't have, I'm on a motorbike, I don't have the kind of mass to push it all out of the way. So yeah, with stuff like that, it's just smart to take it easy, because yeah, it's just, I'm not that remote. Realistically, I'm only about an hour away from a hospital, but my concern with these sort of things is, you know, you can prepare for anything you want, but if you crash and get airlifted out of here, and your bike's stuck out here, you know, that's a whole thing you got to deal with. So it doesn't make sense when you're riding solo to take unnecessary risks. You know, if you don't make the campsite you're meant to make that day, that's fine. Find somebody to camp, and then continue on. You know, you don't want to be riding when you're tired, riding in the dark. You don't want to be doing any of that. You just want to get to your destination safely. So again, this is like, it's not too bad, but you want to take it easy. Try and find a good wheel line to follow. Easy. Yeah, it's quite, there's a lot of mining activity around here. So basically what you're seeing is trucks basically ripping up the ground and getting stuck. So this road basically exists to service mines. Yeah, I think we're not that far away from getting off this road. And the road out to Mount Elvire is, you know, the only people going out there are four-wheel drivers and adventurers, so shouldn't be chewed up. A little bit more technical riding, but you know, it's not terrible. I just hope that I'm not. I hope I'm the only one there. It is Thursday, so hopefully we get there and there's no one there. I can start a nice fire, cook some dinner, just have a nice relaxing evening. I have a whole 5-day itinerary of planned ahead, but kind of had a bit of a rough day today. Just a few things went wrong, and I haven't ridden for a while, so I'm a bit sore. So I think I might see how I'm feeling in the morning and then kind of reconfigure my route. Now, ideally I want to take, you know, a few days, 2 or 3 days out here. I just don't get a chance to get out very often, so I got to make the most of whatever comes my way. After this, the next time I have any leave is Christmas, so December, and then I've got other stuff I have to probably do at my time. My child turns 18, so I got to throw an 18th birthday party. Yeah, just a lot going on, so this might be the last time I get to actually go camping in a while. But like a wise man once said, a bad day on the bike is always better than a good day in the office. Jeez, look. Racing the sun a little bit. Looks like I'm about half an hour away from camp. The sun's just dipping a bit low, so I think I'll be getting there around sunset. Not ideal, but the other option is to pull up stumps sometime in the next 15 minutes, but it's an extra 15 minutes, so I may as well keep going. But yeah, just the shadows are getting pretty long, and just had a bit of hard time picking hazards out, so I'll keep you posted. Looks like we're coming to the end of the road. So tomorrow, if I go the way I'm going to go, up here I'm going to go left and go that way. But today, I go right, then take a left, and then up there. So yeah, look, that road was fine. I wouldn't say that it's open to all cars though, because you take a Toyota Corolla down there, you're not going to have a good time. So go right here. Whoa! Oh, can you imagine? Back end got away from me there. So I think, yeah, so Lake Barley Road up here, we take that and we head to Mount Elvire. Oh, so the whole thing is a park. Okay, cool. So it's a free camp area at the old townhouse. Station house is what I meant to say. It's pretty cool from what I've seen. There's a toilet, there's obviously kind of campfires, and something that's kind of cool is there's this shelter there, so there's the table, a few other little bits and bobs. So it means I can, you know, if I've got it to myself, I can have a fire, tables, have all the luxuries I don't normally have, because ordinarily I just have a stove on the ground. 37 kilometers to the homestead, alright. So this truck's not like the last truck. It basically it's a dirt rubber truck that turns into, you know, some double truck kind of stuff. So I got to take it easy. I've seen a few people come up a cropper on here, so I'm going to take it real easy on the way. Right, I've got water on the truck, so it's to be expected really. There's been so much rain. Like, it's been a really, really wet winter. Which has meant I haven't been on the bike very much. But, you know, you need the rain to make all the copious amounts of wheat that Western Australia also produces. Excited. It looks like I can't see any fresh trucks. So well, maybe there is. Yeah, there's a couple, but I don't know how old they are. Getting a bit tired. It's still 40 k's. There's a breakaway nearby. I might just check that out and maybe check out the station in the morning. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oh, it's a bit soft. Oh, not terrible. That's a breakaway. We're getting there, so it's not too far. I think it may be 15-20 minutes if if the conditions stay like this. Around the corner here, sand patch, so I put my foot down to dab, and there was just a big pile of dirt I just kicked my leg into, so that was not fun. Now my hip is quite sore. We're so close though. I just hope I haven't injured my hip at all. That's just fucked. Oh man. Feels okay. Yeah, the sun's gonna beat me. This truck is not particularly fun, to be honest. So tomorrow I'm going to take it real easy on the way out. But I think, yeah, I think I'm just might have to head home tomorrow, because I think I have hurt my back as well with that. So Jesus, that was really weird sound. Just had to paddle my way through that. Yeah, this truck has kicked my ass a lot more than I thought it would. But we're only a few k's away. an absolute tough track, jeez. Nearly there. Look, it's not completely dark, so that's good. Okay, I can see the tower. The old radio antenna. Okay. We're there. Oh, what the fuck is this? Man, this track is... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's terrible. This is going to suck getting out tomorrow. There it is. What a ride. That was tough. That was very tough. Would be terrible if I wasn't tired, but where's the fire pit? Toilet's just there. Oh, here we are, yes. Ah. Alright, just at MT Elvire station. Stayed here last night. This is kind of where I was. Set up my tent just over there. Bike was there. Had a nice campfire. But I'll just do a bit of an explore and see what's around. So, not a lot here. I think just out in the distance you can just see the actual mountain. Got an old tower there of some sort. Water tanks which unfortunately had no water in them, so couldn't really shower, but this is the actual homestead. So I'll have a bit of a look inside. Thought about sleeping in here last night, but I wanted to be close to the fire. So this used to be a working station. Might have been cattle, might have been sheep, I'm not sure. I think maybe cattle. This was originally the homestead. So we've got, like, if you're here in inclement weather, you could definitely have a sleep inside if you wanted to. But this is basically used to be. So we've got the visitors book. So there's someone here on the last person here was on the 11th. So I filled that out. But yeah, would have been a pretty not the best place to live, I suppose. It's locked on the outside. There's a few other little outbuildings I'm going to have a quick look at. So have a look at some of the outbuildings around here. So this is some sort of garage shed type thing. This stuff's really old. This is the old Donny. No longer in use. Oh yeah, so actually piping and stuff like that. They used to grow marijuana here after the yeah, they basically some criminals took over bought the property, and then there's some of that poly line, and they basically turned it into a weed plantation. There's a couple of places around WA that I've been to that they... So we've also got... That's a Long Drop Dunny. So this is a pretty remote area, so it doesn't get a lot of attention. But it was pretty clean. It was definitely usable. There's a lot of land out here. Like, you could really, there's a lot of little spots you could camp. Heading in, there was quite a few places that I could have camped at that had heaps of wood, but for some reason I decided to press on. I guess I'm a bit stubborn that way, but yeah, there was no one here last night, just me. This is another one, another building. Just a very basic tin shed. Pretty cool. Yeah, but in terms of the campsite, it was sheltered. It was has a toilet. Allegedly has water, though I couldn't work out how to get any out. But yeah, it's pretty beautiful out here, to be honest. I'm very happy with this. So next thing I'm going to do is go and see if I can get out to Mount Elvire, the actual mountain. There was someone put a mud map on how to get there, so I might see. I don't really have hiking boots or anything like that, so I'll have a look at the map and see how difficult it is. But yeah, I had a pretty terrible sleep last night. I just can't get a setup that works for me. I'm pretty tall, 6'5", and yeah, the sleeping gear I buy, the extra large sleeping gear, is not big enough, so I'm gonna have to pony up some dough. Because I mean, when you wake up and you got a place like this to yourself, it's really lovely. But yeah, I'm gonna finish getting ready, throw on my boots, make sure I haven't left anything, put out the smolders, and then head on. So next stop, Mount Elvire. Otherwise, we're gonna probably head home, as I didn't manage to catch this on camera, but I did injure myself yesterday, hurt my back. So no one really wants to ride with a sore back. But yeah, just one more swing around. Leaving Mount Elvire station. Just having a bit of a look around, see what there is. Man, this these new goggles really press on my nose. This sucks. It's pretty cool. I think it would have been a cool spot to camp. Alright, we got to get on the way. Got to go back to Perth. I was going to do a 5-day ride, but yesterday, after hurting my my hip and my back, I just really want to go home. So we're going to head back home. A couple of things to see on the way, I think. So there she is. Pretty good campsite. Probably one of the better ones I've used recently, to be honest. More of that pipe, obviously going to get water for the marijuana operation. If anyone could tell me how the hell I get goggles to not block my nose, I'll be very grateful. Alright, so last night this was a pretty sketchy ride in, so I'm going to just take it as easy as I can. I've already had one incident, don't want another. Looks like someone with a motor Structureator Desert HT has come through here. I might follow his, he looks like he knows what he's doing, I might follow his wheel track. Yeah, so this is the last sketchy bit I remember. Yeah, it's fine. just a bit of wet sand. My sand riding chops are not up there anymore, unfortunately. Right. Geez, my rear shock needs to be adjusted. It's so soft. The spring rate's right. It's just the way it bounces out of ruts is not ideal. So this time the sun isn't really a factor. I don't really have to rush or anything. I can take my time. Yeah, it looks completely different in the morning. Like it looks a lot less sketchy. Because I had, because I'm using a tinted visor on my goggles and on my helmet, I couldn't see, so I had to have the visor up, which meant I was getting hit in the eye by bugs. So this is definitely better. Alright, yeah, we'll just take our time and I'll ease our way through here. And then, yeah, we have to go down that road we did yesterday, so won't bore you with those details. But yeah, we'll catch up later on the road. So this is Rainy Rocks. So there's a lot of these sort of rock structures around Western Australia, and they're very important to the local peoples who lived here before Europeans, because there's no rivers out here. So the only place you can get water is places like this. So, you know, you have this water here, and you can see over there, someone's actually dammed it. So you can see there and there they've dammed it to keep it for water. So this probably would have been used when this was, you know, a working station for livestock to be able to get water. But yeah, as you can see, there's lots of pools of water, which is obviously super important if you are trying to raise animals out here, because it is quite arid. So these are very important for, whoa, bouncy. What's this? Oh, I found a grave. Things you find around here. So yeah, Rainy Rocks. It's pretty obviously named because it rains and there's water on the rocks. So now this is not the ideal place to be riding a motorbike, I'll admit, but just wanted to have a quick look. So yeah, you can see a lot of what would happen is rain would come and fill that main, I guess, dam up. But yeah, very cool. Bartley Road out to Mount Elvire. Not bad. A little bit tricky in sections. There's still a bit of water on it, so that made it a little bit more hazardous, but yeah, pretty easy. Not a bad campsite if you're out this way. If you head that way, you end up at Menzies and then out to the Great Central Road. If you go all the way down that way, you end up at Sandstone, but I'm going to head back to Bullfinch because I'm going to, I'm going to head home, I think. I think that's the go.